Arizona Cardinals and the Denver Broncos. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. First play, and Wilson wants to throw it. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A huge play there for Denver. 59 yards for him on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, Meadows. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
If I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And
he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. When you think about this strong safety position, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that's a great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play. Right back to Swift again on second down. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. Good throw there to start this second possession. Maybe help erase the memory of the interception he threw first possession. Yeah, I think a lot of the time now there's a communication between the head coach, offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach. All right, we got to get him settled. It's not easy after you've thrown a pick six. You might want to just run the football, but I think in most cases you want to give him easy throws that he's comfortable with to get him going again. It's not necessarily just throwing one or 2 yards. What throws does he like to make? Give him a couple of those and get him going. Definitely looked like one he was comfortable with on the last throw. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Play fake. Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we? We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job. Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sand. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown. Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss, as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Wilson. Catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And taken right on the 30. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, what a game this has turned out to be for him. Remember, CD, he had the turnover earlier, and now the pick 6, that's the cherry on top.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. When you force a turnover on defense, you're the guy most excited about getting back out there and trying to force another one. How about him picking off that pass, setting his sights on the end zone? You know he wasn't going to be denied getting there either.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Rolling to his right. Oh, they would have got gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together.
Look at the big man rumble! 30. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. As a defense, what a nuisance when you look on the other side and they've got a tight end that can run a post route like that.
And you felt the ground shake, didn't you? Oh, even all the way up here in this booth. How about when he grabbed the football? You could see the terror as everyone was thinking, do I even want to try and tackle that big man?
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Wilson. And this one's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he finds McLaurin. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Williams is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. This is Swift on the counter. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Play action. Now it's Murray. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Leo Chanel. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
This is taken in by McBride. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray towards the end zone for Brown. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Murray going to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Troy Brown. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why. Because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game, because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So, game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On play action, it's Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. Got a man, it's Brown.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Baron Browning, the one who brought him down.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Wilson. Being chased out left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within the shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you've got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And he'll take it on this side of midfield. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Working with a 2nd and 3. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's what really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll run right here with Swift. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd and 5 now. Murray. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, They're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Once again, it's Swift.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Richie Grant in on the tackle. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mucked that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd down now, Meadows.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. all runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for Denver, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.